Hey, my name's Atreyu. We're playing The Long Dark, and today I am in the mood for some suffering. We'll be playing a bit of a self-made challenge. The only, Steam achievement I do not have is called Pacifist, and it is surviving 25 days without killing anything. It seems I have quite a thirst for blood when I play this game. So now we'll be trying it. We'll be playing Vegetarian Pacifist, where we do not kill anything and we do not eat any meat from carcasses until day 50. Alright, let's boot up a new game. Yeah, sure. And for this one, we will definitely want to consume less calories because we're not going to be getting as many calories in. And I think we can't have a bear coat, we can't have that type of stuff, so we're going to add 2 degrees bonus to temp. Cool. And how many? Let's go like that, because I don't think one run is gonna be enough. Okay, cool. Let's see where we spawn in. Let's see how this one goes. Alright, welcome to Timberwolf Mountain. Oh, this is gonna be tough. And we're gonna have to get rid of some old habits here. I think that's gonna be one of the toughest parts of this whole thing. Is to lose all the habits that we have. Okay, so we're close to Three-Way Cave. Let's get ourselves to shelter. I think we need to get somewhere safe as soon as we can. Even if we can get out of this map, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be very, very cold. Right, and it's also almost night time, which is a little bit unfortunate. Oh, okay, I see we're on this side. I actually thought we were on the other side. This might be a problem. Because there's not much here for us. Because we don't have any coffee or bedrolls, so we'll never make the climb up all the ropes. That would have been nice, but we also don't have a hacksaw. Okay, I don't think I want to go deeper, like, into Ash Canyon. So what we're gonna do is we'll climb down and we'll go to Crystal Lake.
head feel thick.
Okay, so we don't have any fire yet. Okay, I haven't picked up any flares. We obviously don't have any matches. So once we cross the little bridge, we've got to be a bit careful. Let's not even look at that guy. We don't need feathers anymore either. Uh-oh.
Damn.
Trouble's
Freezing.
brewing. Just so it's clear, I have no strategy for this run. I haven't really thought about it too much beforehand. We're just winging it, seeing what works, what doesn't work. So we might die a few times, but I guess that's fine. It's part of the experience, right? Okay, nice. Very nice. Okay, even though it's warm in there, we gotta move. Can't stay there.
So cold.
It's not gonna help us. I just want to try and get to Mountaineers as fast as I can. If we don't find matches at Mountaineers, we're gonna have to continue and get ourselves to at least the bunkers so we can sleep a little bit. Okay, so there is a moose out. I don't think it's out like on the map this early in the game usually, but I guess there's always a chance. We just gotta keep our eyes open. That doesn't sound good, huh? All those wolves. Okay, our risk still seems alright. Hey, welcome in, Pete, Page. Spam those HRV spawns. Hope it goes well. Hope you learn a lot. Hope life is also going really well. Oh, nice. There are the matches. Okay, that is a great start. So we've got the matches. Oh, I can't stay here too long. Hey, Grandma, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's have a quick look at what we've got so far. So we've got 3 hours plus maybe another 2, 4 and a bit hours of fire. Look at some super shitty clothing. We've got a can, we've got 3 stones, and we've picked up a few ideas. Right, this challenge is... yeah, so out of all the achievements on Steam, I don't have Pacifist, which is don't kill anything for, I think, 25 days. So I thought we'd just amp it up a little bit more. So it's don't kill anything for 50 days, don't eat any meat from carcasses for 50 days. So I also can't push deer and rabbits into wolves. It's not gonna help. Can't eat them. So we just gotta live off old world food and cattails, I guess. And I think the main thing is gonna be I probably cannot go for well fed here. In South Africa, people say a lot of the time that chicken is a vegetable. So I guess I can hunt the birds. Like if you're at a what we call a braai, a barbecue, you can ask someone to pass the salad if there is a chicken. That was a nice big heap of sticks right there. Wow. This game's luring me right into the bear with all these sticks. So yeah, in this case, we are not eating any meat. We'll also skip the birds this time. No, no fishing either. I think that would make it a bit easy. Because then we can just set up somewhere and spam fishing. I think the idea for me is to keep moving. We'll have to loot almost the entire world, I guess. Or just as much as we can of it. Okay, there was a wolf here to the right, just over this little embankment. Just gotta stay vigilant. Right, I haven't really thought about these new things. I guess we can do some of that cooking, right? As long as it's not like the ones that require the rabbit or bird meat. How are we doing? Okay, we're pretty close to being hypothermic. And just so you know, for feats I chose obviously less calorie consumption and being warmer. I'm not going to be able to make a bear coat. Yeah, that's the ones. So I guess we can do those. I'm not sure if my level requirements are gonna help, or what the deal is there. I haven't made any of the new recipes yet. Okay, we'll grab a few more of these, and then I think in the morning we'll come take the rest. It could be, yeah. Running around, and there should be enough food in the world when you're playing on Voyager. Oh, gloves is great. A fishing book, huh? To the cave system. I see. Okay. Oh, and a sewing kit, that's nice. No, we don't need scrap metal. We're not gonna be forging. A weapon I will carry with me if I can find it is the hammer. In most cases it's non-lethal, hopefully, if it comes to that. What are we gonna do with the hatchet? Maybe, yeah, maybe breaking down limbs. Maybe. Let's see. For that I don't need to collect scrap metal though. There should be enough by a forge to just get that going. But fair point. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Another box of matches. And we are actually warm enough here. Right, yeah.
I think I can use this.
Another set of matches. Goodness. Look at that. Okay. That's quite a decent start, gotta say. And our frostbite risk is already sorted. That's great. Okay, let's have a new look. Yeah, we never burn these books, right? Knowledge is power and all that. So yeah, I could have continued with the long run, of course, but that one is a bit stale at the moment after we've gotten out of our trouble. It's not such a big deal anymore. Let's spend a few moments crafting, and then we'll make some water. This guy will prep one of these. We'll prep one of these. Let's start some fire. 60 is quite low, eh? Oh well, we have a few matches. Let's hope for the best.
Damn it.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't stress about it. So I think next we're gonna go immediately into Pleasant Valley. We'll hit up
Come on.
everything along the way to the farmhouse, and then go to Thompson's Crossing. I think there we'll find some stuff like in Thompson's Crossing and the buildings and in the store. After that, I'm not sure. We'll reassess the situation. Okay. Let's continue prepping. Okay, it's a pretty decent first day. I think this is about as good as we could have hoped for it to go. Okay, I think we can do one more round, then we probably need to sleep, right? And then I gotta decide whether we're gonna eat or not. Guess that's a sign. Yeah, I think we should probably not tank double damage. I don't know, I never play with starvation, but I guess this time it's a bit different. Doesn't feel enough. So we're gonna add that, we're gonna wait for this to finish.
I could eat anything.
So the thing is, I can't see what the Mountaineer is gonna be once that fire is dead. I'm so scared that even outside it's just it's minus 17. But here in the doorway it's a bit warmer. I wonder if it's because we're close to the fire or because we're under the roof. I think we'll be okay for a few hours sleep. And yeah, I didn't prep any teas because, well, we only have one can and I needed to make water, so. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, we obviously couldn't sleep there. Whoops. Alright. I guess. Guess there we learnt our little lesson, huh? Jeez, like. Oh, the dummy. Okay, number 2. Oh, I couldn't even spell veg, but I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it. Oh, a nighttime spawn. Where is this? HRV nighttime spawn. Alrighty. I at least know where we are. Okay, well actually it's very early morning. That's not too bad, honestly. Pete and Paige, I'm sure you know where I am. With your recent practice into HRV spawns. Good. Good, good, good. That means you've been focusing. Oh, where's you? There's the hitbox. Okay, let's head in here quickly, warm up a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go look there now. I'm just gonna warm up inside this cave for a second. Hey, Silent. Welcome in. Hope you're doing great. While we're waiting, we'll prep some rose hips. Oh, we're really warming up too slow. Yeah, it's only 1 degree. Doesn't really help us. Wow, this is dark. Yeah, and it's even daytime. Okay, well, we can't stay there. Can't see a thing anyway. So we'll just have to get a little cold then. So the thing about HRV is, I guess, we gotta try and move as fast as we can to try and find ourselves a bedroll. That should be possible here. Oh, and we've got this fire. Okay, cool. We don't have a hacksaw or anything, or a hatchet to get through these bushes, so we're gonna have to cheese our way across them. Just getting us some food for now. Okay. Okay, and the trick is to go really far. Like all the way here. And then just try and stick to the wall. Didn't quite make it. Is it even this far? No. See, this wall's slanted. See that little drop? We gotta try and avoid. Oh, okay. doesn't matter. I thought that drop was going to be too much, but... Yeah, so we already got frostbite risk on... I don't know, our hands maybe? So usually there's a moose steak waiting here for us, but we can't have that. That'll be a cheat, dirty cheat. Some leather and a
Perfect.
defense mechanism. That's great. Oh, baby. Look at that. Okay, and then we gotta get down from here. There is one safe way to do it. Semi-safe, I guess. And that's all the way back here. Oh, the sucky part is we can't test the wall because we don't have fire materials. Yeah, it's okay. Uh-oh, that's on our head, I think. Yo. This feels sketchy. Okay, it's a bit of a drop. Lost a bit of health for that one. Hey Packer, nice to see some other winners in chat. Good to see you, man. Doing good, thanks. All right. So we're here at the bottom. That went as well as it could have. Yeah. Frostbite risk is a bit of a problem. So this part of the map, I'm not exactly sure where I am, but we're gonna go up here and see if we can find anything familiar. Come on. Wow, except if we get stuck. And we can't, okay. Come on. Oh man, this is frustrating terrain to walk on.
That smarts a bit.
Gotta be honest, I have no idea. So we'll continue in this direction. If you can explain it over chat, if not, that's all good. I'm heading into the bottom here.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
Okay, that's good.
It's a bit.
There's the open cave. Let's just get in there and see if we can warm up. Oh, hey. Yes, please. And there are my matches. Very good. Oops. Oh, it's not even warm here at the back. We're gonna have to make a little fire, I guess. Hmm.
Come on, come on.
It's -4. We can get away without spending any of the coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. That'll be warm enough. Wow, okay. We're here at the bottom. It's still pretty early morning. And we'll go find the other cave. Let's just take stock. We have a hammer. Got a sewing kit, I guess that's useful. We can drop these so long. Okay, good. We have quite a few cattails, which is nice. No cloth yet, otherwise we'd repair that. And quite a bit of fuel. Yeah, I'm happy about that as well. Nice. Very nice. What is that? That sounds rough. No, that sounds very rough. That's not the type of thing I'd probably watch. I'm more like a keep it light type of guy when it comes to movies. Or like things that make you think, but not think of your teeth getting pulled. Right? More think. I don't know. In a different way. Okay. I guess it is time. Yes, I have considered that. And it's a shame I will not be able to charge at my enemies. But, you know, sometimes that's the cost. So I'm not going to be too pedantic about it, right? Because if you've ever seen the beans, it says that it has pork bits in it, but we're going to eat it. It's more about not using the carcasses that are lying around. Just so we're clear. I'm not gonna be that pedantic, and if I find a beef jerky, we're eating it. Okay. Let's go and find the next place. So I think it's just way down this river we will find the waterfall entrance, which is where I think we should be heading next. I'm pretty sure that one has the bedroll chance. That's what I'm hoping. If I'm wrong. Hey Zert, welcome in. Hope you're doing great. Hope life is treating you with absolute respect. Up the rope to Sketchy's is the bedroll. I'm not quite sure what that means. Like, it's in the cave, right? That's what you mean, I guess.
That smarts a bit. Ow!
Oh, we got the box on this side this time.
I'll take it.
Wow. Look at that. Goodness. Between here and the Muskeg, you could probably eat nothing but cattails the whole run. I think if we're going starvation, we could. I'm not sure if we're going like to keep full, then I don't think it'll work. But yes. I do want to hit up the cake. So now here, I am very lost in these caves. They're quite big and they feel complicated. I don't think they are that complicated. Do I want to go through the second one? Oh, I see. No worries. We'll find out soon enough, right? We're gonna keep barefoot for now. It feels right. It's like a little obstacle, so it feels like the game is like, yeah,
Need some first aid.
if you go through here, you'll be rewarded because you did effort. That's most games, but The Long Dark doesn't always work like that. It doesn't always reward effort. Sometimes it actually punishes it. See, I thought it could be here. I think is one of the spots you could find it. By this campfire. But today there's nothing. So we will continue. Because yes, we are walking up for sure. That is definitely, it feels like we're going up. Okay, we are missing a few. Oh, I see. Okay. So we're in the complete wrong cave system, you say? Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Now we picked up 3 rose hips, we're always gonna have like an odd amount. How many torches do I have left? Yeah, quite a few. Okay. Well, let's go for now and see what we at least find in here, because I guess we gotta do something.
Ow!
Okay, so here's the big open area where we're gonna climb. If you head down in here, you can still go there without the climb. There's a rope here. Yeah, there is. There it is in front of me. Oh, snap. So we're gonna have to choose something to sacrifice. I guess we're gonna sacrifice our socks. Let's just quickly... Just for a moment. No. Let's not lose the torch, please. How long does it take to sack these? 10 minutes, goodness. Hey Mia, what's up? How's it going? Another 10 minutes? Damn. And then we'll use this on our wrist. How's it going, Mia? What's new? How's life? Oh no, I can't climb with a sprained ankle. Goodness game. I'm sacking my socks for this stupid climb. I hate using bandages on sprains. It feels like such a waste. Okay, so I think there to the left is the, yeah, it's the exit. Huh. Okay. So here's the exit, and not sure, it might be where we started. That would suck. But it's very possible. Yeah, it is. You can even see the bushes. Yeah, I'm doing great, thanks. I was gonna play my long run, and then I thought it's a bit slow because we're quite far in, so we'll play something different for a while. Right, so how do I find this other cave? I think that's on the other end of the river, right? Of Hushed River, that is. Like it's kinda around the corner at the end. And that's what we're gonna have to aim for now, to find a bedroll. Because no bedroll, no fun. Oh no. DM. Mia, you can type like something like goal, I think. Yeah, here we go. So this is the one achievement I don't have yet. Is Pacifist, like not killing anything. So I thought I'd just spice it up a little bit and try and get that one. This doesn't feel right. Feels like I'm just walking in circles. Yes, I'm definitely gonna make clothes if I find cured pelts. I feel like I'm lost, so by the way, in this cave system. It's very confusing. And I feel like I'm going up again. Which is not good. Am I just going back to where I just came from? Uh-oh. It really is. Okay, great. Here's something we haven't seen yet. Okay, we're back here, which means we found it. But is that an exit where I want to go? Right, it's all fair and well that there is an exit, but is it a desired exit? Oh, it is. Okay, so we'll turn back. If I could turn back time. If I could turn back time, I'd try and stop myself from ever hearing that song. Alright, so we're going left now, this way. We also need to make some torches soon. Alright, so here is this exit. Yeah, obviously I've been going on some killing sprees or something. Okay, so now what? Pros, tell me where you would like me to go. I will also open the maps, but I think it's gonna take me too long. But while you type me a message, I'll open one of these and see where the frick am I. Wow, this thing's busy. Alright, head right. Oh, this wind is strong. We might be in some trouble. Okay, so there's this rope climb. Do I want to go down the rope climb? You need to go back right area. Back right of what? So am I going down the rope or not? Am I going even more right? We have to refresh. Oh no. Okay, yeah, there's the rope. I'm going here to the right. Down. Oh no, it's all the way up there again. Oh man. Alright, here we are. Here we are. This takes us down into Hushed River again. See, I thought it was that side, the entrance that we're looking for. Oh, so I just climbed up, and now we're going this way. Is that what you mean? Alright, fair enough. And now I'm just gonna follow the ridge, the edge. Well, we gotta be a bit more specific. Fuck's sake. Alright. The frozen log. Ah, I see, thank you. Okay, but this time we gotta be careful because there's a wolf in here, right? Waiting to chow my frozen limbs. That's the one. Alright. We'll make a little fire quickly. Once we're inside, of course. Okay. So we're making a fire. I just want to make one water and then I'll grab some torches. Then we can continue.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Okay, at least we can do double water now. That's nice. Damn, it's getting late, but if we have a bedroll, it's okay. Then I don't mind. Yeah, now we're winning. Now it's game on. I think we're just gonna go hungry, to be honest with you. We don't need the feathers. I'm still thinking about this. I might drop it at some point.
Weed trees.
Cool. I'm just grabbing as many torches as I can because we're spending time inside these caves, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting. I don't know how long I'm expecting to be here either. Ho ho, nice. Righto. Okay, it's not in this little nook. I'm gonna have to check all those crannies. Checking every cranny's crack. Yeah. Oh, there we are. Didn't have to look too hard.
I could use this.
I guess we'll have it for now. And some matches as well. It's pretty good. Hey, wow. Oh, and it's 60%. That's really good. What the fuck? Oh, it's really stuck in there, huh?
I Wonder if I can drop any of this here.
Nice. Okay, now let's take a little walkie and find another exit. While still being vigilant of the wolf. James, welcome in. Hope you're doing great. How is life treating you? This feels good, even if it's the same exit, it's also okay.
I could eat anything right now.
Almost forgot. Let's wear our new jacket. Let's swap them around though. Okay, we're here again by the rope climb. So I guess we're gonna camp out here a bit. We'll set ourselves up for the evening. And then in the morning we'll climb up there and head out. Okay, so we'll make some water, we'll have some food before sleep. And then we'll get out.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
And do some inventory management,
That
of
didn't
course. But we have the bedroll, so that's great. I'm really excited. Thanks, Pete, Paige.
Come on, little fire.
That's very useful. Without your assistance, I would have gone the very long way around.
Come on, little
James, thanks for the hydrate. I will grab myself a drink in a second. Let's add one of these. And I guess we'll do a big boy water here. And we'll look at that view while I go grab a drink. BRB. Yo. thank you, James. I grabbed myself some Coca-Cola. Amazing. Right, so let's get ready for this and let's see what else we can do. We can't cook this. Now we can harvest some torches. What do you are you saying that it's meat? Is that the argument here, Mia? is that where
You do eat
we're
trees?
at?
Because I'm gonna eat a tree.
'Cause yeah, I'll just say this. For me, it's more about I want to be sure that we don't eat any of the carcasses. That's very important for me because then we have lots of meat. I also want to make sure that I don't run any animals into
I would do anything for a
wolves.
drink right
Like,
now.
don't run rabbits or deers into wolves and eat that. It seems too simple. So in reality, for me, it was about eating old world food, but I understand what you're saying. But then we could also argue that these, oh, I don't have them now. The beans also, the can actually says here at the back somewhere that it has pieces of pork in it. So I don't know. For those, I'm not too worried. I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. I don't mind that. Like I said, it's not really about that for me. It's about not eating from the carcasses. Okay, we've prepped everything here. How many do I have? I still have 20, that's more than enough. And we want to be sure that when we get up, we have enough. Maybe I'll make some teas so long. Yeah, they are. It's quite decent, right? Yeah, but we don't know if I'm even gonna make 25 days, right? So, yeah, maybe even that's a bit tough. I'm not sure. Like I said, I had no real thought on this. I just kind of started it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Stones and teas are all jiggled.
I need to find a place to rest.
So how much water now? Yeah, boy. think we'll leave it at
I'm not
that.
sure I can carry much more.
Is it? Are we gonna be able to sleep in here without the fire? I don't want the same thing to happen again. Because this time we're a bit further into the run. And vegan I could never do. That's over the top. Okay, let's see. So we don't have anything to help us if we do get food poisoning. So let's not take that chance. I think we'll do this. It's pretty heavy. How much does that give us? 730. I think it's just not enough. Oh, it is. Okay. So we'll do 4, so we get to about halfway before it starts actually getting cold. And then we'll do it slower. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Right, I don't want to be taking that chance. Oh, look at this. Goodness me. That is quite a thing. We'll
I'm gonna need
do.
to eat soon.
So wait, it feels like 5 in here. So we'll do 3 hours. Like it doesn't just cool down instantly. Big sketch. Okay, still looks okay.
Man, all I can think about is food.
Yeah, relax yourself, lady. You're gonna be hungry for a little bit. Yeah, it's alright. It's okay, Mia. Just like the elections. Okay, that should push us the rest of the way. So it's like a full-on storm outside and we're still warm enough, so I think we'll just go as long as we need to. Okay, perfect. We're slightly overweight. Let's sort that out.
I need to find food.
Maybe there's something else I can drop. Still thinking about these. I don't know if they're gonna be useful, but let's keep them. Yeah, shouldn't have made so many teas, maybe. Just once you're going, it's just a habit to make more, I guess. Damn it. Okay, I will eat one more of these. It sounds terrible out there.
This'll come in handy.
What? Let's go have a look first. Come with me.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Let's have a quick look outside and decide what we're doing. Where are we? Oh, we're by the other signal fire now. Actually, this is quite a nice place to be. Okay. So what we could do in that case is go around the right-hand side. And then we make our way to the exit. It's also a safe path, like no predators. So yeah, let's put a little rope around this bunny and just drag him along.
I need to find food.
Okay, so I think we'll put all of this together. Oh, that rock is...
Drop any of this gear.
Man, I don't want my stuff to disappear inside the rock, so we'll just put them down here. Okay. Bag and stick. Okay, and then we'll make a note. Ice cave. What is that thing called? And we have a... Man, my English has just left me completely. A gut. Gut times 2. I don't know if we'll come back for those, but now we have the choice. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, looking good. I'm not sure if these things are worth it, to be honest. The preparation time for...
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Wow. The preparation time for the acorns is way too much. Hey little birds. You're safe with me. Don't stress. Okay, now we also have some mushrooms. That's going to be very useful. Now I can eat that crap. The crappy food without too much being scared. American subculture hobos. Well, that is specific, man.
My fingers feel numb.
Holy moly. Oh no. Oh, we have the thing. Oh, thank goodness.
Do I?
I was worried there for a second. Gotta be honest. Oh, wait a minute. So you're telling me a hacksaw cannot break those down? Wait, for real? No game. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh man, okay, we just need to get past that little... this little corner. There we go. That is silly, isn't it? Thank you. I definitely see your HRE practice is paying off, huh? Parkour! Alright, there goes our chance at well-fed. Tell me, can you guys see anything on the stream right now in this cave?
So hungry.
Because I can see, but if you cannot, then I will light a torch for you. Alright, very well. I feel like Interland messed up there a little bit when it comes to the whole Molten / Mountain Town thing. I know we had this discussion before, but I'm sure in some places it incorrectly even names it Molten. And that's most definitely not what it's called, right? I mean, the little town is. Okay, up we go. Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is the region is called Mountain Town. Cheers, Mia. Have a beautiful evening. Thanks for stopping by. So the region is called Mountain Town. You'll see when I enter, it's Mountain Town region, right? But the little town is Milton, like where those houses are, where Grey Mother lives. But I'm pretty sure one of the entrances had it incorrect for a while.
Jesus, it's cold.
Enemy spotted.
Where? Hey. NSIG, welcome in. I don't want any enemies right now. We're not killing anything. It's gonna take a great deal of patience for me to remember not to kill stuff. Luckily we don't have a weapon.
I've never.
So as long as we don't go make a weapon, it should be okay. Okay, good. Wow, our second hammer. Goodness. Can I dual wield hammers? Okay, good. When you say found, do I actually have to find a piece of paper with the recipe on it? If so, then no, I have not. Alright, will do. Okay, I'm just waiting for this shit to go away. On my head. Alright, good to know. What? 1%? Go away. No, we're just wasting time now. Too bad. Okay, off to the church. A recipe, alright, cool. It's all good, I think I would have seen it. Except if it's very well hidden. But I'm pretty sure I would have looked everywhere. Oh, I see. Hey, don't talk like that about my level. You don't know me. I do what I want. Cool, well, we were cooking some teas in no time. I legit am the worst fucking cook. Just don't misclick, huh? Remember when you have the torch out, do not misclick.
Okay, weak.
I don't think so. I did scan through the list, except if it's in one of the special recipes, but none of the normal stuff in the list uses it. I guess they're just not nice to cook in general. I think it's just one of those things that probably it gets soggy when you cook it. So you just rather don't. Man, they really need to change it so that when you press tab, like to see the time of day, that the sprint bar also shows up. Soggy cattail soup. Ugh. And yeah, you probably just call it cattail slurp. Oh shit. Stupid wolf. Go away. Control. Oh man. Gotta love it. Oh, that's useful.
Wow,
Nice.
this much gear.
Yeah, I mean, this poor Astrid is carrying every cattail in the world. How are we doing? Yeah, we're incredibly overweight. Let's see what we can do about that. This is where it all begins. Prepare the acorns. So now, here. Okay. Let's prepare them. So I figured out last time I was very confused about what's the difference here, right? So the large portion cooks with less water. If you didn't know, today you learned. They're exactly the same thing, except the large portion uses less water to cook per kilogram or per whatever they're measured in. But the rest is exactly the same. Oh, okay, I wasn't too sure about that. It didn't look like it, but maybe. Sounds kind of shitty out there, huh? But I'd really like to make it to Molten House. Hips don't lie, dude. Hips don't lie. Is this wolf just like over this embankment somewhere waiting for me to pop my stupid little head out? Wow, 2 empty cars, can you believe? Oh, cannot run. That might be a problem, huh? Let's see if we can do something about that. No. Okay, well, once we're at grandmother's house, we can do some next prep. Some inventory management. Vegetarian bunny cult. What is a cult? Oh man, hold on. What the hell is a cult in Afrikaans? Just a second. Let's have a look. If I can figure that out, then we're okay. It is as dumb as I had anticipated. Um, So it is a vegetarische of vegetarische hasie cultus. A vegetarische hasie cultus. Game, it's not locked. A vegetarische haas cultus of a hasie cultus, depending if you want to make it small or not. Very close, yeah, except for haas, which is bunny or rabbit. But in Afrikaans and in Dutch you can add like the and yes, Haas. Like Tommy Haas, the tennis player. In both Afrikaans and Dutch you can add a I or a Y at the end of a word to make it smaller. Almost like in English you can do it in some words like dog and doggy, right? But in Afrikaans and Dutch you can do it for any word. So haas, haasie. In Dutch it's konijn, of konijntje. Okay, we're doing it. Let's take some safety out, because I don't know what's gonna be ahead of us here. Yeah, it's a bit... I think also the word cultus, which is like a cult, is like an Anglicism almost. I think it's a stolen word or a borrowed word, because I'm not too sure if yeah, like many times in Afrikaans, if we don't have a word, we'll just borrow the English one and fuck it up a little bit. Dutch actually does the same, especially when it's newer words.
I can't feel my hands.
Yeah, if I get it, I am just gonna leave it. Because I don't want it. Alright, before we continue, let us stop here by this lamp and just drop this. Okay, good. All the fire making stuff. There's another pot. That's great. Yeah, we're gonna pick it up again. It is just so we can loot this house. Don't think I'm gonna let it go. No.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
No. How do you know me? I am a collector of all kinds of things. Hey. But we do have double pants already. Wow. 96% pants. That is incredible. And we'll grab the cloth later. Let's just use the daylight first. I thought I could climb on here. Yeah, there we go. Wait, is there nothing behind this? Wow. Get wrecked. Come on. No, she doesn't want to climb again. There we go. That's what you get. The game's like, bruh, you trying to be a fucking vegetarian. We ain't gonna give you shit. Like, that's for dummies. Okay, well, quite disappointing up here, to be honest. See if the kitchen is any better. Ooh, look at that hidden skillet. Nice. Oh, that's cool, huh? Don't want to be bumping the handle, otherwise the stuff flies everywhere. Yeah, we're cooking with gas now here in my house, in real life. And then old Vladimir decided that he wanted to expand his already massive territory. And in the process, he upped the gas price for all of us. What a turd. So now with that, I am looking at a new fireplace. Because I have like an electrical one. And the standard is gas, right? Like gas fireplace is pretty common. But now I'm thinking of just getting a pure. What? Oh, that one. Wow, that is hidden. Thank you. Now I'm thinking of getting just like a pure wood burning fireplace. If stuff goes wrong, then we're okay. We just burn wood, right? Yeah, that was quite the eagle eye spotting. Alright, let's have a look at this clothing. Really? Get your act together, Astrid. Okay, perfect. Maybe we should. Sucks. I didn't really want to, but you're right. So we need 2 cloth. Alright, we'll do that. Let's grab the cloth so long, but we'll have to do that in the morning, because it's going to be too dark now. Right? Shall we? Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? That is. Hopefully I can continue. Okay, good. Let's drink and eat and do all that stuff. Hmm. Damn. Huh, nice. Okay, good point. We're on 500, so we need a few more.